What's going on, everybody? So there might be some noise, but whatever. It's hard to get away from any noise nowadays, unless you're like, yeah, I don't know, I guess not near roads, which is not practical. Anyways, I wanted to say, subscribe to the channel, give me a like, tell me your experience below. It helps me. So I want to talk about my experience on the Raw Carnivore diet and just all around the raw diet. What I think of it, when you should implement it and when you should not. So basically, the raw diet, for the most part, including animal products, is called the Raw Primal Diet by Autogenous Wanderplanets. Now, of course, there's also vegetables and fruits, eggs and milk, cheese. So I did that for well over freaking, I don't know, almost up to 2 years now. Now the thing is I actually stopped doing it, or stopped doing it, and the reason for that is because my digestive system was really messed up and really slow, and it wasn't firing. Basically, it had no fire in it. You'll know when you have good digestion, and you'll just know when you have that fire in your stomach. Basically, it's just like something you feel. And my fire was basically out, like completely out. And again, I kept trying to eat these foods, kept trying to eat them, and I kept trying to eat them. And basically, I never got any energy. Not any energy at all. And I tried a bunch of different things on the raw, doing different things, you know what I mean? And just never had any energy. And also didn't feel better. I was ultimately trying to feel better because I had adrenal fatigue, but it was very severe. And also, it's chronic fatigue basically. But I also had adrenal fatigue. That's what the problem was. And before this, I used to have a digestion, like way before I got into this, before this stuff happened, I used to have a fiery digestion. I used to be, hungry all the time. I had a real good appetite, and it was just strong. I could eat like whatever. Now it's not so, and I feel like this food's really slowing down my digestion, and it's not giving me energy. So if you have adrenal problems and you have really sluggish digestion, or just not firing basically, and you don't notice any energy, I would stop immediately and basically try something else. Now, another thing is, the reason I'm coming to this conclusion for now, that's not to say, we'll say that at the end, I guess, but the conclusion for now is I've ate cooked foods a couple times just to try them out and see what they would do, and I actually got energy the next day, and there was a completely noticeable difference in what happened. Now, I'm not saying the diet doesn't work, and I'm not saying it doesn't have as good effects, but I think you have to have a strong constitution and digestion. So I think that plays a role too. I want to say exercise does play a role, but it's hard to say that. But as someone who doesn't do anything all day, then I don't know. And I'd notice the days that I eat cooked food, I have energy the next day, and I don't have this from this basically. In fact, I feel more tired, because even though it might digest better, it still takes forever to run through your body. There's no question about it. And anyways, ancient texts like Ayurveda, and traditional Chinese medicine and just ancient medicine in general say when, you know, you're really weak and you don't have a good digestion, and especially if you have adrenal fatigue, which mine is a super severe case, they say to eat cooked foods, basically, because your body won't absorb the stuff in the raw. And that's basically it when it comes down to that. Just when I ate cooked foods a couple times, I had more energy, basically. It's just notable. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So the question is, and like I said, I have nothing against it, and who knows, I may go back to it in the future once my digestion is up to par. But as of right now, I'm not going to be doing it. Like the full raw and everything. Something else I did want to say, add it all now that I remember, constipation out the ass. I had so much constipation that I pretty much never had my entire life, for the most part, except maybe when I was a super young kid. But this was different constipation. This was like hard balls, rocks of constipation, and it doesn't matter like how much I've ate so much fat, and it never seemed to do anything, no matter how much fat I ate. So, and I've tried different sources too. So I just wanted to say that. I know I have some subscribers that, you know, followed me because of that, but I'm not doing that right now. And not saying I won't go back to it when I feel better, but tonight I've just noticed, again, I'll say it one more time, that spontaneously, that the next day when I eat cooked foods, I have more energy. So yeah, that's basically it. And subscribe to the channel, like I said, if you want to follow me on my journey and for health and other discussions. And give a like if you could, and tell your experience below. That would be cool too. I'll respond. And yeah. So sorry if I hurt anyone's feelings that followed me just for that. Yeah. Like I said, I was almost on it for 2 years, but yeah, just had to stop. It just wasn't doing me right at this moment in time. So I'll see you guys later.